And we are streaming back again. Almost 10:30 UK time, 30th of May 2023. And here we are now. I have changed the background. I put a nice wood-like background on the chessboard here. And I have reduced the opacity for the messaging panel now. So I'm just curious if any messages now will be more evident, more clear if I reduce that one, and it gives also the impression that the screen might be slightly bigger. So we'll see about that one. We'll see about that. Okay. Tuesday. Daily puzzle. Tuesday. It can't be very challenging, right? Arrange things here. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Tourist traps and peace harmony. Oh, hello there. How has the messaging appeared on the OBS? Let me see. Oh, that's cool. So actually people can read the message without that big, without that background, that it might be feeling slightly intrusive. So actually just the messages appear now. I've reduced the opacity to like 25%. So I think it's okay. So folks, just read the message now. Okay, I think I can reduce it at all. Like 100%. Hello, Chando. Hello, guys. How we doing? Yeah, just I was just saying to Hello Max that I've decreased the opacity for the chatting message background, so it looks like just the messages just pop up like this. So, okay, so Hello Max now goes directly with bishop on g2, checks the king, attacks the rook, if that were to be considered. But I think there's something more to it now here. Knight defense. The king, let's say, plays on h2. Then probably you plan on delivering. Can you give me the whole sequence? Can you give me the whole sequence? So bishop g2, king h2. Bishop g2, then king h2, and then you're probably planning on using another knight, and that would be the end of it. Definitely bishop g2. That's what needs to start with. We need not getting greedy, chasing after rooks and bishop, because more important is to actually checkmate the king. So that's the most important thing. So let's just draw this, and in case they play h2, we probably need focusing on this. Or this. Easier than yesterday. Okay. That's very good. This one instead, I think, will be guarding over the g3 as well. So the reason we might be preferring perhaps this knight on f1 now, it's because we do take the g3 square. But actually, if we're moving here, they kind of have to play on g3, and then we push h4. So you have solved 260 out of 380 puzzles. So what's the rating at the minute now on the puzzle rating, Chando? Hello, Will. Is it Willa Summers? Just checking. I know I got a few friends, and regularly I'm seeing them when I'm streaming. So just checking if it's Willie Summers. Yeah, as you solve them, the engine obviously is informed of your... Thank you, Will. You're welcome to be joining us here, brother. So the AI detects your increased ability in solving puzzles, and then they increase the difficulty, and then they'll make it even more and more and more. So as soon as you go past 22, 23, they're getting a real headache sometimes. A real headache, very difficult. And many of them, they don't even end up in a checkmate. You just need to figure out after like 6, 7 moves if you got a piece up, for instance. So, hello Max, if you're there, should I take the rook or should I take on f3? Will, should I take the rook or should I take on f3? Not quite, it will be. G3 still available, right? G3 still available for the White King. So I was just curious. You want to take the rook? Okay, so you want to take the rook. And then King will be playing G1 perhaps? Yeah, we go for the rook then. Okie dokie. So knight takes on f1. Probably King must play on G1. Actually, the only available move. I don't know, Chandu, you coordinating, you are the guidance now. So knight f1 checks, king g1. That's cool. That's cool. So guys, you certain we gotta go for the rook? I mean, I'm just wondering if we really should aim at the rook. I mean, maybe. So we got one correctly. That's awesome. So f3. f3. Okay. Well, f3 takes the g1. And if king plays g3, then we're going to push this guy. Yes. So sometimes chasing the material may not be probably the best course of action. Exactly. Bingo, Chandu. You got that one right. That's the big difference. This is a big, big, big difference here. So actually it wasn't quite easier than yesterday because we were very much tempted in going for the rook on f1. And actually that wouldn't have worked very well. Anyway, we found it, guys. That's awesome. And if you want to have a flavor of the headache puzzles, if you wanna have a flavor, there you go. I mean, you've seen that already. I mean, we've been dealing with these puzzles for some time now. So that's what happens beyond like 2700s. They're not impossible. You're gonna do them. You're gonna do them, but you've gotta weigh very carefully every single step here. For instance, this puzzle now. What do we do here? I mean, I don't think I can checkmate the White King, so I'm playing with the black pieces here. I don't checkmate the White King. It's got to be something in relation with winning material. But problem is I'm in check. So, I'm in check now. How many options have I got there? You got to take them. It's C or is this? It's C6 or C4. Hello, Drone Scout. Or just taking material, Drone Scout. They are artificial. I mean, it's a conceptual challenge, Drone Scout. It's conceptual. They do help. They do help. I think they really do help. It's not a belief. It's like a knowledge. It's like a certainty. Because the same type of attitude you'll be having during your games at some point. It's hard to believe, let's say you're reaching 3000 in puzzle rating and you will miss a mate in one, you say, unless you just go below 5 seconds. They absolutely do help. Otherwise there would be no reason why so many grandmasters will be solving this from young age. No way. I've seen a video on YouTube a couple of days ago and it was like the super GMs, Krzysztof Duda, Nakamura, Fabi Caruana, Wesley Soren. They were given a very complicated puzzle. And these guys were given just, I think, 5 seconds to look at it, or 10 seconds. Then the board was taken away, the tablet was taken away from them. And the GMs were supposed to actually indicate the whole sequence. Chandu, you know, I've just had a look at that Discord, and I just left. I mean, I think I have connected, Chandu. I have connected due to your support. I've connected the Discord to my Twitch channel. And actually, if there is anyone on Discord now, type it in something. It actually does appear right on the very messaging that you guys are seeing now. Oh, thank you, Chando. But you know something? I'm so into so many social media that I barely keep up with this. So, you know, it's just a lot. I mean, I'm trying to do streaming live, and I'm trying to do YouTube videos, and that just is incredibly time consuming. And if I'm getting some students every now and then, also that takes some time. So checking all the messages all the time everywhere, it could be a job in itself. So I'm doing my best. Right, so people, we've got this situation here, and we got to check. And we can't move on the E because there is already a queen. I can't take the rook, and probably it's absolutely crazy to block with the bishop, right? So because of this, you know, elimination thought process, we only have to focus on. Oh, thank you, Chando. I'll keep in mind. Maybe I'll be visiting a bit more often. So I guess we gotta focus on either C4 or C6. Drone Scout, you reckon that might be the case? Or there is incredibly obvious stuff that I'm missing? That's another very advisable, very interesting thought, Chando. I think I'll be just mention that then. Because if you raised it now, I think it might be a wise thought. Okay. Oh, absolutely. I mean, if I go C4, Drone Scout, if I just go C4, I guarantee we can expect checks like this, like this. I mean, you name it. You name it. So, guys, this is a 2700 puzzle. You're more than welcome now to smash it. You're more than welcome to play like Fabi Caruana and see the whole sequence up to the very end. That's it. This is it. Oh, I'm going to have to take it one by one. What happens if I play on C6? Where do they check me? They've got this one, right? Looks like I may be able to escape to some extent. I might be getting some more checks. I think C6 provides the haven A5, which has been indicated by Drone Scout already. Let me check. Did you mention that, Drone Scout? Let me just scroll down, scroll up. I don't know. Have you mentioned something? Yes, you did. So I think C6 allows me to go to A5, which I guess I won't be checked anymore because of the knight, so to speak. At some point, it's got to stop. Whereas if I go on C4, it looks very weird. And bloody hell, I'm not feeling very comfortable after like E2. Let's say I'm playing B3, right? Let's just say I'm playing B3. Look, we really need to look at that. Drone Scout, tell me B3, how is that attackable more than A5? I mean, yeah, A5 seems like instinctively I feel a bit more protected. But on B3, where do I get the check from? How? Because also the bishop stops a potential check from the queen. The question is, Drone Scout, and for you and for everybody, including myself, is B3 the safest or A5? Or what might be the difference? On A5, I might be, in principle, in the future, checkable like this. Just saying. Now, so if I am here, you suggest, well, if they make a rook move, they need to expect some sort of back rank issues here for white, I'm saying, Drone Scout. I mean, if I play here, you think about this one, then I'm moving here, then b4, then I take. Okay, but I think it's game over for white. I don't think they've got a checkmate. And also, it's looming continuously a threat on the back rank. So white needs to tread this one carefully. So guys, we've got two squares. So that's actually a chess philosophy. We've got the b3 and we've got the a5. Where is the king safer, b3 or a5? a5 is reachable via c6, b6, a5, so to speak. b3 just goes like this, two moves and I'm on b3. So, Drone Scout, a5 is reachable in 3 turns. b3 is reachable in 2 turns. Does that matter? Or it means nothing? I don't know. b3, if I am to being sort of practical and you don't want to waste a single tempo, especially in critical situations, you may be inclined to exercise the practicality and to say, you know something, I'm going to go on b3. They can't check me, at least not now. And then I can think of, getting my rooks and hitting them somehow. I mean, that's the medium long-term plan for black. Probably want to get the rooks. And the black king must move. The bigger question, and actually, if I screw this up, that's it. It's either b3 or a5. I don't see. They're not going to checkmate the black king like this. If I go c6, they might be checking with the queen. I'm going here. They might be playing the bishop. I'm going a5. No, it's not a5, Drone Scout. It's not a5, brother. Do you know why? Because they always have the b4, right? They always have the b4. I don't think you'll be feeling comfortable having the king here, the bishop, say, here on e3, and a check coming on b4. I don't think you're going to be feeling too comfortable, right? Probably. I might be wrong, but it just feels like I'm giving white another chance for checking me. Might you agree? Drone Scout? What do you think? Okay, so boys and girls, I need to commit myself to playing now. King c4. It is, yes, yes. And you know something, Drone Scout? Sometimes you only need to find the shortest way to the correct. I mean, if the plan is to move the black king to safety, you need to find the shortest way. a5 might be safe to some degree, but then b4 coming. So actually you're going to spend like 4-5 turns to just putting the king, and then you're going to get check again. Whereas b3, it's a little bit okay. I'm gonna play c4, and I'm wrong. Oh bloody hell! There you go. Puzzles 2700. There you go. There you go. Why? Because they've got b3. Is that it? Because they've got b3 and I have to take queen b3, and why the hell? Okay, I'm going to go c6 now because that's probably... Yeah, look. Can you believe that, Drone Scout? Can you believe this level of frustration? And we have anticipated the bishop e3. I was just discussing this. Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. King a5. Ah, for Christ's sake. Okay, I would assume now if there is any b4, How are you going to deal with that? You got to move the king again, right? And there, where is the other check? Was it more checkable on b3? You know, we're going to find out only if we summon the almighty engine here. So we've got this, right? So you keep on, do you actually see the board with the you actually see the, oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Good, 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 good. So we said, look at this one. King c6, the only one. King c4 actually loses terribly. Why the hell do we lose? It's a mate in 5. After king b3, it's a mate in 5, following the 2 moves we played. I completely missed it. Queen b5. Knight b... Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I completely missed that one. So actually we had the 7 moves to make sure you are actually safe. It's a 5 checkmate starting now. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. That's that's crazy, man. That's just okay. Tell me if your instinct says to take the knight and king takes and knight takes. Is that it? Is that what your instinct says to you as well? Because you're gonna get one more tempo to get your knight on g3. Yeah, we should have seen that. We should have. You know, we should have. Do you think that the sacrifice is being justified, boys and girls, ladies and gents? You think rook takes c3 is justified enough? I mean, the black queen can't really do nothing. So the black queen now can't operate and can't create any threats. The pawn here doesn't mean nothing. I would suspect it very much has to do with rook sacking on c3, king takes, knight e4, checking king, thus forcing the white king away, and then knight on g3. At least we get back a rook, right? Problem is we are down a knight, so now we're going to balance things out with rook c3. Actually, we're going to get a knight and a rook and a pawn for a rook and a knight. And wait a second. Yeah, no. Wait. What the hell am I missing again? Yes, I think. So let's, hold on a sec. Rook c3, king. Let's do some paint here. Rook c3, check, right? They move back, let's suppose. Well, yeah, we do have a ton of pawns, that's correct. We got like, hey, we got 8 pawns, man. We got 8 pawns. And this one is a free pass pawn. Will that matter? To what extent? Okay, king goes back. Then what do I play? I mean, I can't see the black queen doing nothing, really. Wait, just... Okay, let me think of something. What if it's something else? What if it's something else? How do I get the queen actually being a bit more active, I wonder? Very, very, very much. How do I get the queen? Does that work to any extent? I don't see any way through in any... nope, I can't see anything. Do I take here? That doesn't make any sense. Do I play knight h5? But they will be playing either rook or queen. It's just nothing happening. So Drone Scout, you agree with me? It can't be the black queen at play now, right? I mean, you can't play the black queen here. You need a billion years. You need a huge chunk of... I mean, you need a lot of turns here to do something with the queen. Yeah, I'm happy that you are confirming. That's very important. And I think Chando also expressed his doubts about playing queen. Right, Chando? Can you lure the knight or force it away and skewer king with the queen? Skewer king with the... Yes, Yes, yes. So we're looking at directly knight e4. Chandu gets all the credit. Chandu gets the credit for this one. Of course he's right, because of course he's right. If the knight leaves the c3, then a2 becomes very much exploitable. So that's all right, man. That's all right. It happens. We are humans. That's good stuff. So it's okay. That shows our fallibility as human minds, so to speak, if there is such a thing. Perhaps it's just consciousness playing itself as various apparent individuals. That's another discussion. So knight e4 makes a lot of sense, because as soon as knight accepts, we got a brilliant skewer here, and goodbye queen, in principle, right? But if you look at the material, Chandu and Drone Scout, I don't say it's not cool. I don't say it's not. No, actually it's good, because I'm going to have two black rooks and queen versing two knights and two rooks. Two rooks will be dealing with my two rooks, and my queen will be dealing with the knights. Not an easy endgame. It's not finished, but should be winnable. Should be winnable, right, people? Queen versing two knights on long term, and two rooks versus two white rooks. I think that's fair enough. I think that's playable. Credit goes to Chandu. Fantastic. So let's look at this one, guys. We have taken the white queen off the board. But now, imagine if you had like 1 or 2 more minutes left on the clock or something. You've got a queen facing this guy. These guys are a nightmare. Yeah, you should be waiting. You should be winning. But now they will be taking. So I suspect now king takes the rook. And then you really have a very tough ending here. You have a very, very, very tough ending. I mean, you're going to have to work your socks off to be winning this. Two rooks and two knights versus rook and queen. Is that easy? Yes. Actually, not 0. I would say -5 for not seeing it. I feel the need to just sanction more for my short sight. I feel the need to just sanction more. So -5 for me rather than 0. 0 for you, Drone. For me, -5. Or -1. Let's just put it -1. Okay, you keep the score sheets now. You keep the... So if I look at this, I'm getting a little bit concerned here. Because on long term, it's going to be incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. Two rooks and two knights versus queen and rook. Good luck. Absolutely. I wish you all the best. I wish black all the best here in this position. Good luck with this position, man. Yeah, okay, this is a free pawn. Okay, I get it. That's a free pass pawn, but it's not going to be easy. After rook gets in front of the pawn, the other rook gets here. And the knights, which is the primary nightmare. Good luck with that. Good luck with the two knights. Not easy at all, man. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. And even if you give that at the highest level, if you give them like 2-3 minutes on the clock to both players, that's going to be a hell of an ending. Oh my God. All right, so Chandu 1, me -1, and Drone Scout 0. Okay. Okay. What's this knight hanging here? Oh, you know, I'm going to have to go back after this puzzle. I'm going to go back to the list and have a look, because I think it's a very, very tough one to be won, Drone Scout. I absolutely agree, man. That's a nightmare of a position. I don't want to have that one. I don't want to have that one. So, okay, I'm happy I have the queen and rook, but versing two knights and a rook and two rooks, I don't want to have that thing. I just don't want to. All right, guys, shall we give a point to everybody else now? Is it the knight or is it just the tricky stuff? It's actually something else. I mean, it could be. Should we just take, right? And we give a point to everybody? And then probably it's coming this. And then we're going to have to play a3, right? So it's a little bit of a poison knight. I mean, there's no point not taking the knight. As long as I'm escaping on a3 nice and sound. But then it's this thing happening, right? And then what do we do? It's getting really poisonous. Guys, did you see the whole thing here? Queen takes, bishop d2, queen a3, bishop b4. What do? Queen a2, rook a1. Oh my days. What are you going to play? Queen b2. What's this? Have you watched this? Did you see this, guys? Queen c3, bishop d2. Where you gonna go? Probably d6. You've got to go d6. You can't go on a3. I've changed my mind. No, actually you can't. No, you can't. No. This is nonsense. a3. You got to do a3. Queen a... What? Queen a... Queen a4. Queen a4. Yes, queen a4. Queen takes c3. We've got one piece up. Queen d2, queen a3, bishop b4. And we're not taking on a2 because we're getting into serious complications. Queen a4. Can I be chased after that point? Not really, not at that moment, unless they want to... They need to play the bishop somewhere, like here. They will be playing bishop c5. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's say knight something. And then they'll be playing rook b4. Yeah, I mean queen a4. Yeah, I would say queen a4 rather than taking queen a2. I agree with you, Drone Scout, on this one. I think taking on a2 is more nefarious than playing queen to a4, which is slightly safer. But then I reckon bishop c5. You're going to play knight b8 d7 or something. Then they're going to play rook to b4. And then you have to move again. And question is, where? You're going to go... No. You're going to play knight b8 d7. After rook b4, you're going to take on a2. Because queen on a2 now can't be attacked. So you took a piece and a pawn. And not an easy stuff, but as soon as you get your queen after all this sequence, rook is on b4, your queen is on a2, then you might be able to just take the bishop on c5 off the board with your knight, and I think it makes sense. So if we established, ladies and gents, that the black queen is safe at the end of all this sequence, it does look scary. It does look a bit scary. That is why we need to calculate this stuff. Bang, boom, boom. Bang, boom, bang, boom. Bang, boom. Okay. Can I be captured with the queen? No, not now. Not now. And my knight here also challenges the bishop on c5. Looks safe. I mean, looks survivable, and if we survive this, we're gonna win the game. This is this kind of moments when actually, if you calculate this accurately and you come up on top with the material and the queen's safety, you're gonna win the game. You're just gonna win the game. There you go, Drone Scout. We're going now. We're going on our tracks, on our virtual tracks now. There you go, brother. We've seen that before in our minds. We've seen that before in our minds. There you go. Shall we give 1 point to each of us? So now I'm finally on 0. And you're on +1. Oh, that's, you know, you might be actually convincing me about this one. 5,000 points. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, but chess.com server only awarded 5 meager points. They are very mean with the points. But that's, you know something? This looks like an incredibly uneventful puzzle, but that was superb. It has its intrinsic beauty. It was very beautiful puzzle. We needed to figure out the correct way for the queen to stay alive. And I think we did it, Drone Scout. We did it. We came up with very good ideas, indeed. After bishop c5, we even took it further, Drone Scout. We even took it further. Knight bd8, knight bd7, rook b4, queen a2, and we're nice and safe for the time being. We can do all sorts of fun, things. Yes, we should be fine. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm expecting white to play knight to e2, castle, and then get the other rook and, you know, sorts of things. But I think we're absolutely fine. You know something? Even including e6, I don't care. I need to get rid of that bishop pronto. I need to remove the bishop off the board as a matter of urgency. So after bishop c5, knight bd7, I reckon, is still very much in the cards, I guess. And this one, whenever we got time. Anyway, very nice one. Thank you, Chando. I appreciate all your good thoughts, and I'll be adding some extra info on Discord for possible friends over there. Thank you very much, Chando, for your help yesterday. Cheers, brother. Okay, black to move now. Black to move, black to move, black to move. What's this battery on f2? Can it be more obvious? I mean, I love to take stuff, but I can take it later. Yes, because we got the king's opposition. Well, there is also this little guy here. So we've got the f2 square, which is incredibly important. So we're going to take that one. They're going to be playing. Check. You're going to be moving. Check. Not quite checkmate. Not quite checkmate, Drone Scout. But it's quite damageable, I guess, for them. It's not checkmate, I guess. Not now. Look at this. They go on b3. But then you're going to take. And then they're going to take. And then... No, you're winning the rook. So look at this one. You're going to win the rook. So we're going to do it in this fashion. Bang. Boom. And then rook goes back rank. Then they play c2. You use the other rook. Check. b3. You take the knight. They're going to take with the rook. You're going to use rook to check. And perhaps you might be able to take the rook on c4 at some point. But definitely, let me tell you, my thoughts, I guess now, Drone Scout and ladies and gents, my friends here, I guess we got to take on f2 first, regardless, because I can take the knight later. I don't bother with that one. I mean, I can take it. Hello, Nando. We take the pawn in the beginning of the sequence, because this is winning a pawn, checks the white king, wins the tempo, and if we want to take the knight, we can take it at a later time. Yeah, sure, but we gotta start with this. Now there is another subtlety here, guys. Have you ever considered rook takes on a2? Just saying. Or it's a complete nonsense. That's the critical moment. That's a critical moment. Yes, I think you might be right. We're getting in trouble. So we rather check again. We must check. Oh, Jesus Christ. We should have taken the knight, is it? We should have taken the knight. That's on me. -5. -5. minus 1,000. Yeah, I should have taken the knight, I guess. Yeah, and then this. And then this. And that's it. Yeah, plus 10 points to you, minus 10 to me. Good man, good man, good man. Okay. Right. Does that smell like... No, it can't be that crazy. It's not that crazy. Wait a minute, there's something funky here. There's something funky. It's something to do with this guy and this guy here. Okay, which one do we sacrifice now? Ladies and gentlemen, which one do we sacrifice now? Drone Scout, which one might it be, brother? Is it Bishop here? Nah, they could take with the king. I don't think so. I don't think. Rook h3, exactly. That's what I thought. The first thought was Rook h3. Let's suppose pawn take. No, pawn can't take. Bloody hell. Rook h3, queen takes. No, it's Rook h3. It's absolutely Rook h3. It's totally Rook h3. Now, after Rook h3, Queen takes g4. There's nothing else, right? They must be doing that. And then we take on h2. King takes and we play. Then they go here. Where is the finisher? Queen moves. That is correct. That is correct. So this looks very, 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 very nice. Rook h3, Queen take. No, making a battery, right? We're making a battery. Oh, I think we said it at the same time. Therefore, we both get plus 1 point. What's the leaderboard now? Have you got more points than me? I think we got more points than me. Okay, Rook h3, Queen takes g4, and then doubling up the rooks. I don't think h2 can be defended, but it does need to start with Rook h3. I can't see any other way around. It's got to be this. It's got to be this, guys. Yes. Hello to joins. Hello, brother. Long time no seen. Long time no seen. I'm happy you stopped by. How you been doing? How you been doing, mate? Okay, so Drone Scout, I guess you are right about doubling up the rooks and hitting on h2. It's got to be this, right? Yeah. It's got to be this. It must be this. There's no other way. The black queen is completely inoperable now. It just can't do nothing. Yes. And that's actually pinned. The pawn is being pinned by the bishop. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Totally brilliant. Hey, my favorite night, kind of a conceptual bittersweet nightmare. King and pawn type of ending. What can be more beautiful and desperate at the same time? There you go. There you go. How many steps do I need for this guy to become a queen? 4. How many steps do they need to become a queen? 4. But I'm promoting first. I'm promoting first. He does. They do promote a check. They do indeed. They do. Yes, they do. That is correct. I mean, if you look at it, could it be some other craziness here? I mean, do I need to spend a tempo to just moving the queen away from the a7 g1 diagonal? Just asking. I don't know. You know, I might be wrong. I might be talking nonsense. Yes, I'm promoting first, but they queen first with check. That's the problem. They queen with check. Then, yeah, of course I can move, but there is a billion checks coming afterwards anyway. You can't even fathom. There's just so many checks coming. Well, where you going to move? Here, they're going to check you here, or they're going to check you here. I mean, it's quite a few checks coming. So I just wonder, I've seen that my friend here, our friend here, just mentioned that the possibility of wasting a tempo. But if I waste a tempo, I mean, it could be. Do you know why? Queen d3 steps in the promotion squares, so to speak, and that forces black to waste the tempo moving the king. Hello, Benny. Something like that. Something amongst these lines, Benny. Thanks very much for this idea. Now, I reckon White might be playing some trickstery here. And maybe, well, not trickstery. It's just reason at play. Yeah, so this one kind of makes... But King d3, does that stop the black pawn from advancing? Well, they'll be playing here, so then they must play this. So it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. So I stopped at the right time. I'm happy I didn't push blindly. I'm happy I didn't push blindly the c5. I mean, you're so much tempted in this kind of things. You're so tempted to just go, 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 queen, queen, race. We're doing a race now. I gotta be first. But practically, actually, what if it's another subtlety here? King d3 makes a lot of sense. A ton of sense. Exactly like Two Joints said, exactly like Benny and Drone Scout confirmed. And that's what I was inclined myself. Yes. I'm gonna play King d3 because I'm very much afraid of a promotion with check here, and I can't get out of that mess. I don't think I can survive. And that's wrong. Was promotion? It was bloody promotion, for Christ's sake. Do I have to play now? Yes. So first c5, after this guy starts... Oh my days, this is a monster. No. There's something else here. Oh my god, I've seen it. Oh no, it's b6. No, we're not. No, we're not. We just had to spend a few more minutes. We're not shit, Drone Scout. No, man, we had to spend more minutes here. No, yeah, okay. It's b6, man. It's b6 because we're promoting with check. We promote with check before them. The reason we pushed c5 was because we want to push b6 and actually get on b8 with check before they do. That was the reason. We didn't push c5 to promote on c8. We pushed c5 to support b6. I've got ancestors from Norway upon doing my DNA test. Namely from Norway, like 17% in my DNA, so yes. That's it. Okay, that was it. 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 And I should have spent more time. I should have spent more time with that one. White to move. White to move. Okay, I'm going to take it easy with this one now. I'll just try to get the points back, see if I can. Audio is only on the left ear. Okay. What can I do? I wonder what's going on here. Only on the left ear. Now it's still left ear? Probably I need to go on OBS and try and play with the settings over there. I apologize for this, Taco. I apologize for this. I'll need to investigate a bit more. If that's the case, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do here. Same issue. So if two people say that, it's probably the case. Maybe I just need to buy another mic or another audio mixer, or I don't know if it's just settings after all. Settings in the OBS, I don't. So now it's stereo. Do you guys it's in the OBS probably. That needs to be investigated thoroughly. I mean, I've tried a couple of times. I had that thing in the past, but I didn't manage to actually find it. I don't know if it's the audio mixer, or is the mic, or is the OBS, or all of them at once. So yesterday I made the YouTube video, and I hope it's okay. I haven't checked on the headphones. I mean, the sound was okay, but I need to investigate a bit more. So, I think Drone Scout suggested here to play. He suggested here to play. Well, if it's just left here, it might be an issue. So thank you for raising the problem, Nando. I would like to be, you know. Thank you, Taco. Yes, yes. I'd really like to yeah, to know all these things. So thanks for this. Okay, why to play in this position here? I think Drone Scout suggested b6. He suggested b6 because in principle I want to promote here, and I don't want the bishop to step in and make any shenanigans here. So if we push the c6, we might be having this guy coming down the board here. Oh, hey Nandini. Okay, thank you very much for being here via Twitch now. Okay, awesome. You are such an insightful chess player, and you see a lot of good stuff. And I'm so happy you're stopping by. Juan, hello, brother. And right, so yeah, I think that's the main difference. If we go with the C, we might have an issue, whereas if we go with B, that's pretty much unstoppable. So yeah, I'd say that might be the correct one. That might be the correct one. So now again, we're taking just like this, king can't catch up. So that would be 1.4 extra for Drone Scout. He actually indicated to be playing this. Drone Scout, very, very, very good chess player. With higher puzzle rating than me, I think. He's on 3,000 or past, or something. Or 3,200 or no? Okay. Hey, what's this? Is this the way? I mean, you wouldn't expect this kind of stuff at 2,729. You wouldn't expect that, right? You would say, no, that can't be true. It's too good to be true. It's just too good to be true. Do you know that I missed a couple of puzzles exactly in this fashion? I didn't play it because I thought it's just too good to be true. It can't be that. It just can't be that. But I think it looks, after all, what do we give here? We give a bishop for opponent queen. I would do that every day. I would do that every day. Yes, Nandini, that's what I think. It's got to be this. It's got to be this. So we guys all agree. That's awesome, man. We should be making like a club versus another club in the puzzle stuff, because I think you are a great team, people. And yeah, actually, I'm going to have a look. So if you guys join, let's say, my chess club on chess.com, which is wherever I may roam, from one of my Metallica's favorite song, and then if we verse another club in the puzzle, I'd like to win the championship. I think together we can beat the Grandmasters. What the heck? They're also humans. And now we got a check from the rook. I guess we just simply moved the king. Question is, do I go F? Do I go D? No, I just go, nah, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. 97, 97, 97, wait, no. Is it 97? Now, wait a second. Is it 97? Drone Scout, why not knight e7? Just asking. I know, okay, it can't be this because of this, right? And then I'm getting a major headache. It can't be. It can't be 97. We're getting hammered. They will absolutely. They will absolutely. They will absolutely. Now, it's got to be king moving. Now, I don't want to instinctively go on the D, because after bishop plays, I might be having some serious issues. So, guys, let's just clarify for everybody here, so maybe we make it clear for all of our friends. The reason I wouldn't commit to the D file is because we might have some serious problems with this kind of bishop e3, rook a to d1 ideas. So we're going to pay a very heavy price. We're going to give the queen back with bonus, with interest. So if we are to move, it's got to be F. It's got to be F8, because there is no other way. There is no other way. So I'm just going to go with F now, and that's it. Very good. Very, 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 very good. You guys are really good at this stuff, and actually, you're going to get incredibly strong. You are probably very strong now, so I'm very happy to see that, people. Okay, let's look for safe checks now. I guess. It's got to be safe checks, right? That's the only one I can think of. Because this one can't be played due to the bishop, so I can't really do that. But queen to b6 looks very, very much playable. The problem is, what do you do after? Well, if king goes on the c, you can use your rook. And I think that looks already very promising. Then they'll be playing here. Then we got this one. And when they move on the a, then we got the rook. And I think it's game over. I think it's game over. But it must be starting with queen b6. Drone Scout, do you think that that might be the case? Queen b6 and activate the rook. Juan, rook d1 looks very enticing, but actually I stopped myself from playing it because if we do rook d1, Juan, we've got the bishop. So I'm not fully convinced. I'm not fully convinced about that thing. I'm losing material, and actually I think I'm going to lose the game. So as Drone Scout pointed out, I think queen b6 is the actual correct way to be tackling this puzzle. So that must be the initial correct move of our superb sequence. No, actually I want to checkmate the king. I want to checkmate the king. Now, there is some other possibilities. We've established that if the king goes towards the f, we're going to execute them with the rook combined. But if the king goes on e7, we've got this beautiful checkmate. I mean, this is absolutely superb. So we go queen b6, and if they play d or e, we definitely get them back with queen d6. Minus 5,000. No, it's only me or Drone Scout. Only we get minus 5,000. So we start with b6, not with d6, because I'm afraid of blocking with the queen, Nandini. So probably, Nandini, you're talking about after king goes on d7, not now, because now we don't start with queen d6. They're going to be blocking, and actually we're going to get in trouble. Yes, queen b6. Yes, they didn't even continue because obviously. So guys, if there were to be e7, queen d6, simply checkmate. And if the king would have played on d7, again we do have check. They go on the f, check. They go nowhere. Game over. Yes, it does indeed, Juan. Yes, it does indeed. That is formidable, people. That is awesome. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Yes, after king e7, Nandini. I've got the correct idea in the end. Yes. Are we all, guys, looking at queen to a3? And that's something, right? Maybe. Queen a3, king to b1. Huh. Yeah. How do we finish the king after king to b1? Drone Scout. Queen to a3, king to b1. Where is the finisher? Where might be the finisher, my friends? Where is the finisher here? Queen a3, queen b1. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. But when? After the check. Perhaps queen a3, queen b1. Knight to deflect the queen. What if they capture with the rook? So queen a3, I get it. King b1, I get this. Knight d3, I get it. Queen being deflected, checkmate is coming on b2. Correct. What if they capture with the rook, though? I don't have a back rank, right? I don't. Oh, you want to sack them now? That's a very good, very interesting idea. If queen takes, probably we've got the... We don't have nothing. Yes, we do, because we've got this guy accessible and the b2. But what if they take with the rook, though? Mating a2. Queen a3, king moves and rook takes f2. Yes. I like it. Yes. Yes, indeed. Can they play rook d2? Okay, hold on a second. Queen a3, king b1, rook f2, drone scout says. That makes sense. Can they play rook d2, drone scout? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes. Not just the oh yeah. Oh Baba. No, 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 no. That's looking funky. That's looking funky. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So I might be just, sometimes you might be feeling so tempted to go very quickly with something. But upon double checking or triple checking, you actually may be finding some other ways. And oh boy. I just wonder, is there something to do with this knight sack? I think Benny's idea. The problem with this, Benny, is after queen a3 and king to b1, I still can't fathom how on earth do I... Wait a minute. No, I can't play. Ah. Queen takes... What? What? I completely discarded. Juan, I must tell you, I have discarded completely knight c4. I didn't even think about knight c4. It's completely discarded on my evaluation hierarchical thinking lines. I didn't even look at this one. It's completely discarded in my mind. I don't see the reason why. If I want to give the knight maybe knight d3, but why? Right, knight d3, rook takes. Can I? No, you can't go there because there is a knight here. We can't do this. It's gotta be, I think it's gotta be with queen a3, but after king b1, I can't find the finisher. Knight c4. Juan and Drone Scout, knight c4. And if this guy takes your knight, how you gonna even check? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, you don't have to checkmate. You have to move the b away so you can grab the queen for free. Absolutely. Yes, it's knight c4. All credit goes to Juan. If Juan mentioned in this order, yes. The pawn is absolutely pinned. Well, not absolutely pinned, but it's pinned. They just simply lose the queen. And also we're blocking the queen's incursion down the board on the 8th rank. So Nandini, I think, yes, you are correct. And Juan, I think, started this beautiful idea. And Drone Scout actually clarified furthermore. Yes. Why can't we play after rook takes on d3? We play queen with f4. We can't go on f4, Benny, because there is a white knight and we're going to pay the heaviest price of them all. We're going to lose our beautiful queen and we're going to get executed very soon. Yes. Thanks for stopping by to joins. You're welcome to be returning anytime, brother. Thank you. So, and knight c4, kudos to Juan who've seen that. This is just brilliant. Boy, I was looking for crazy ways to actually checkmate. I was looking for the finisher rather than being flexible and looking at ways to actually gain material. If you can't guys, if you can't checkmate the king, perhaps you can take the queen. If you can't take the queen, maybe you can take a rook, a bishop, a knight, and so forth. So it's good to look for the checkmates, but if you can't checkmate, at least take the queen or something. At least take a queen. Knight c4, Juan. Brilliant move, brother. Now, is it the... Yeah, I think we have to, right? Yeah, we have to. That's good. And after king takes, we've got queen to c2, forking king and the rook. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely, totally brilliant. Guys, how is your knight and bishop checkmate? I've done a video on YouTube about this one. Drone Scout, you good with the knight and bishop checkmate? Nandini, you probably know that. You guys good with that, right? This the deemed as the most difficult checkmate on the planet. You've done incredibly well, Juan, with that idea of yours, knight c4. Looked insane, but actually was beautiful. So I think I found something, my chess friends. I have found something, a very fast technique to be winning very quickly. Let's just get, for instance, this idea. So I made a video on YouTube, but now because you, my friends, are here, I think we can just discuss this together. Thank you very much, Nandini, for doing that. Cheers. Thanks a lot. So I was explaining in that video that when we're having this kind of scenario, which is pretty much like a nightmare of practicality, we could probably dismantle the whole process in a couple of simple big ideas. For instance, now, if we got a bishop here on line squares, we will be able to checkmate this black king only on a8 in this position, or on a8 or h1. It can't be in any other way. So it's got to be only on light squares. And now the setup here must be the bishop has to be on h7, and the white knight has to arrive on f7, and the black king has to be pushed on f8. We must achieve that setup. And after we achieve that setup, we are going to apply the W technique, which we're going to be discussing it again. Thank you, Drone Scout. Thanks very much for your super valuable insights. Maybe we're going to do a puzzle battle one day, Drone Scout. Right, so now I'm looking at various ways to be able to get the knight on f7. So I think I might be having 1, 2, and 3. Because as I've said, my chess friends, I want to get the knight on f7. So let's just try and proceed with that one. Okay, the king tries to perhaps escape or something, but now I can just change it. If the king wants to go down the board, maybe they can help me and I can just checkmate on h1. So that might be absolutely fine. So you know what I'm looking at now? Because the king moved here, I can perhaps play bishop to e6. And actually, I'm going to get my bishop here, and I'll be pushing the king down the board here on h1. You following, guys? Right, so this is it. So, my chess friends, we're going to get the bishop now on g8. And I'm having exactly the pattern I've described, just that instead of checkmating the king on a8, I'm going to checkmate the king on h1. And now we got to employ the so-called W technique, which involves sort of like this. We got to play that. And the impression that we might be getting is that the black king is going to escape. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose that now. I'm gonna lose the king. Now we just start building up the wall that stops the black king from actually evading. Now, if we play, it looks like they're gonna run away, right? It's actually quite scary because they're gonna run away on f2. But if I play the knight on g4, actually I'm taking this square and this square from them, so they can't escape. They totally can't escape. Now, no, I'm not playing bishop d5, Nandini. Actually, you got to go to c4. You've got to maintain a blockade on c4, because if you play d5, the king's going to run away on f1. And we're going to spend probably more time trying to get them inside our confined box. So I'm going to go with c4, rather. And now, you know what I'm doing? Now I'm doing d3. And now they're going to be pushed back. Now we play e4, Nandini. Because taken, taken. And now will be taken also. These white squares will be taken. And now we're getting back slowly into the pattern that we started with at the beginning. Moving the king. Look at this one, Nandini. The king must be forced in this very corner. So I'm going to play this waiting move. And then again, bishop g6. We are just repeating the pattern over again. W again. The king seems to be running again, chaotically. But I'm going to check them now, protecting my knight. And now again, they want to get out, right, via g4. So we're just coming in time either this way or this way. It doesn't really matter. And now we got just a checkmate coming now. And we're going to play knight to e3. King's going to go on h2. Knight's going to play on f1. King's going to go in the corner. And then we're going to have bishop f3 as the finisher. One, two, and three. How many moves did it take? 21 moves. I think that's fairly acceptable. 21 moves. And I'm going to be explaining this, guys, more if needed, of course. By the way, people, I made a YouTube video exactly with this kind of idea. So you can just watch that thing over and over and over again. It's on YouTube. It's for the public good. Anyone can just have a look at it. I discovered it works very, very well in this fashion. You play only the minimum necessary move. You don't mess around. You go quickly for the kill, and you just do that. You can't miss it, And yes, it does require some practice, but if you just do it a couple of times, you will just do that. Benny, I only want to do exactly the streaming, and the more viewers, the better, obviously. But it's a long time process, I reckon. So as you can see, I've got you, my friends, and a handful of viewers via either LinkedIn, via Facebook or Twitch. So it's just a handful of viewers at the moment now. But I'm, slowly building up the network. So probably going to get there at some point. Now, in regards with this thing, I hope it's maybe a bit clearer, Nandini. So here, that was a very important moment here. And namely here, Nandini, that's critical. This is critical. Because if you just play bishop to d5, they're going to be running away. You're still going to be winning in principle, but I don't know if that will take, how long will it take, So just for certainty, you must actually play c4. Because then you build up the perfect blockade. So that was just the very important stuff. Other than that, let me just go back. Other than that, this is the pattern. This is how we start. And of course, it could be on the 8th rank. We can build it up on the 8th rank. It could be on left side. It could be on the bottom. It could be on the right-hand side, anywhere. So you need to practice with the engine on chess.com, on League Chess, or whatever other platform you've got available. And you need to practice on all sides, so you actually get familiar. When it happens in your games, you go boom, 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 and you just apply this. Absolutely, guys. Totally. All right, people, that's awesome. So we got like a few viewers now. I'm gonna do one more puzzle, people. We're gonna do maybe one more puzzle together if you want to. Let's try. What have we got in here? We got a handful of checks here. That one looks very enticing. This one I don't think it works, but this one I think it might be working. Rook here on the back rank. King moves here, and then we gotta be a bit careful here, right? This. No, wait a minute. Don't they go here? Then I play the other rook. Then they take me. No, I gotta be careful of this one. This. Do I go back? This. That. No, can't be this. Wait a minute. Is it this? Well, they just simply blocking, right? So it's got to be with the... Oh, I'm in check, for Christ's sake. No, I'm losing the queen. No, that must be it. No, it's not, actually. I should have taken the queen, isn't it? I should have taken the queen with the queen. Queen takes. And then moving the rook. That's awkward stuff. Okay, I didn't think it through properly. Should I move the queen out of the pin? And then, or should I play bishop? So we've got bishop, we've got the queen, we've got this, we've got this. It could be pawn g4, it could be. It could. What I like about playing the queen is that I'm moving out of the pin, so to speak. So I just move out of the pin. If that's strong enough, it's to be debated. So I guess it might be a good idea. Now, if they play the queen, then I'm going to pin the queen to the king. So queen a4, and if queen d7, obviously we're going to play bishop b5 straight away. And I think that's quite good. Well, yeah, they could probably play knight c6. I mean, it's not that done. Yes, that is correct, Taco. That is correct. I agree. I totally agree. So, I don't know. G4 just feels so not very aggressive. Yeah, it could be. Bishop plays, then taking this guy off the board. Yes, just for the purposes of queen a4 not being hindered by the knight on c6, Benny. But they've got another knight anyway. They've got another knight ready to blocking any incoming checks via a4, d7. But yes, g4, perhaps, I don't say no. It might be. There are a few ideas, candidate moves. 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's anything else apart from these ones. Wait a minute. Do you want to hear something crazy? Do you want to really hear something crazy? We might be that we just take the knight on e5. They take our queen. And then we play a check. They play the knight. Then I'm taking the knight to check. They must sack the queen. Then I take. Bloody hell, that's it. I'm telling you, that's it, people. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, this is it. This is crazy, but that's it. You gotta take knight takes e5 because you're gonna take your stuff back. Oh my God. Nandini, what do you think about this craziness? Knight takes c5. I mean, this is the move we don't want to play instinctively. You absolutely don't want to play knight takes c5. And you think about all sorts of other sidelines. But if you look at it, oh my God, knight takes c5, bishop removes the white queen. We do with the check. I don't know what they want to do, but we're going to take more stuff. Knight, and we're going to take, and queen, and then we're going to take, and if king takes, we're going to take the bishop, and then we're going to end up having 2 extra minor pieces after this adventure. I mean, brother, that's quite a lot. It's got to be knight takes c5, and I had spent so much time thinking about these kind of things, which is not true. Knight e5, there you go. There you go, knight e5. Can you believe that? This is crazy. Now we must take with the bishop because that forces the black queen to actually capture. If you take with the knight, they may be playing some pawn and I'm not sure what you're going to do. So you must take with the bishop. And now you take the queen. And practically you're having now 3 minor pieces versus 2. You need to save this guy somehow. Hold on a sec. It's not over yet. Wait a minute. It's just so not over. Where the heck do I get a knight? Where do I get the knight? Somewhere nice and safe, or at least to make some more damage. Where do I get that knight? Yes, take the bishop. Of course, we take the bishop. Yes. I was looking for ways to, I don't know where. I was just looking for other crazy. Yeah, of course we take the bishop. Bingo, Nandini and Benny and Taco. You guys seen more than me. Fantastic. What a roller coaster. What a crazy one here, guys. Jesus. What? Oh, it's not checkmate in one because we got a bishop. But we can remove the defender. We remove the defender. If there is any incoming checks, we're going to drop the rook back or whatever. We just take, I guess. And that's it. We just take the bishop off the board. Wait, not finished. Not finished just yet. Oh, can I attack the queen? And then I'm dropping the rook back, right? Or there is something else here. This. Nah, I think I'm playing knight e5, right? I think I'm playing knight e5. Yes, Taco, we have given the rook because the checkmate was coming. Now I just need to... Now, if I move knight e5, I win the necessary tempo for my rook to retreat in safety. So that is why I'm advocating for knight e5. Because it hits the queen. Well, they took my rook. I suspect I could just simply take the queen. Yes, of course. That was the case indeed. Hey, here is another nice little one. Here is another one. Okay, what might be the damage here? Let's see. Taking the queen, they take, and then I'm taking the rook. Okay, so practically I'm winning a rook and a queen for a queen and a knight. Is that a good deal? I think that's a good deal. I think that's a good deal. So take the queen, they must take, and then I'm taking the rook. So practically I'm trading here queen and rook for queen and queen and knight for queen and rook. I think that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense in my mind. It's not it. I screwed up again. It's just not it. What the heck did I miss? Should I have taken just the pawn on e5? Yeah, I mean, I was just looking for ways to actually trade a bit better. What the heck was wrong with knight takes e3? I mean, I'm winning a rook, right? Okay, if you want to put it this way, you just take the pawn and then whatever they take with, you could just take back. Man, this is something weird here. This is just something weird. It could be the other knight as well. Yeah, you take the pawn and you attack the queen with tempo and you attack the bishop. Yes, of course. Not the g6. Yes. Knight g6 takes on e5 because you're still attacking the queen, remove the threat on the black queen, and you attack the bishop on d3. So let's just explain it for everybody. Yes, indeed. Taco, you are a genius, man. Yes. Now I just take the queen, knight takes, and knight takes. Oh, bloody hell. It wasn't that difficult, but hey. When you're overly confident, you just mess up. That's a nice little ending here. That's just a nice, sweet ending. Rook and pawns versus king. Rook and pawn ending. So you got a few ideas. You either take this guy or you trade. No, we got to take on h3 because when they capture, I'd like to have two connected nice pawns here. Yes. It is very important, guys, in the ending. So let's explain for all of our friends, 5 or 7 friends now online with us, that in this kind of scenarios, ideally, you should have 2 pawns connected, not double pawns, because then it's going to be a draw. So if you hope for winning, we've got to take with the king. And as soon as they capture, we're going to take with f. And we should be winning. Yeah, in my dreams. Can you believe that? Can you actually believe this? Don't tell me it's pawn moving up first. I've forgotten it's 2700 plus puzzles. It's not that easy. Well, depends where the opponent king is. I think you can. Yes, I think you can if you get the king in front of the other pawn behind. But you need to get rid of this guy anyway. So I don't say no. But yeah, that's true. It's the opposition that I'm saying. But the problem with the opposition now is that this guy is here. So I thought, in my mind, that that pawn has to be removed first. And then I have a nice connected pawn if they take. I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't think it's that level of complexity now. I mean, okay, what do I do? Take here, takes and takes? Maybe. Then they come here, then I come here. Then they go back. Yeah, I think it's winnable. Yeah, you know something? I looked for the aesthetic of it. I looked for the practicality of it, but I wasn't that practical and stuff. It could be a fun. Nah, you know what I love? There is something about this F5. It could be though. I don't know. It could be F5. But what's nagging me, guys, is the pawn on H3, really. I mean, how do you do with that pawn on H3? What do you do with that pawn on H3? Really? When you're going to take that pawn? I'm just having a question. What are you going to do about that? You're going to stay there forever? So rather than pushing F, I think, what if I take the rook? Yeah, just take the rook. Yeah, okay. This is winnable. It is winnable. Of course it's winnable. I'm sorry. I thought it's actually I have to take that pawn first off the board. I didn't, I just... Yes, taking the rook will definitely place you ahead. That is correct, Benny. Yes, we've got to be very, very efficient. Forget about, I mean, if beauty must be a side effect. So spectacular aesthetics must be, or it should be a side effect. You need to focus on the efficiency. It won't matter. You just have to win. It won't matter. Beauty comes second. You know, you've got to focus on, yeah, I mean, it looked nice to have two connected pawns, but hey. Very good idea, Benny. I'll be considering. I'll just think about that one. Do you think anyone will be watching it about that pawn thingy? Yeah, I think I'll do a video about that one. Well, I've got myself one viewer. One very important viewer. Thanks, Benny. Thank you, brother. That's good. Okay. And I was hoping today to get to 2800, but not with my lousy fashion of doing puzzles. I won't be able to do it like this. I've got to get serious, you know. I can't do this. Not like this. Okay. I can't move the queen. The checkmate is coming on G7, so I got to play with the rooks. I got to do something with the rooks and stuff. Yes, that is true. We took it by elimination, Taco. Yeah, we can't move the queen because we're going to get checkmated, and the queen can't deliver any check. So we've established one first truth here. It cannot be the queen. Unless you want to take the knight, which probably it's madness, right? Which probably it's madness. In other order, I would say, must that be a rook here? I mean, just go for the threats. Then this guy takes... That's not an easy one. That is just not an easy one. Oh, I've seen something. I think I must have seen something. Rook c8, knight captures, right? Painful. Rook goes here. If rook captures, we push, rook takes, queen goes. Oh man, this is wild. Oh man, this is complicated. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Okay, it's got to be maybe another way. This guy actually stands in front of me. You know, I mean, I want him to move away. That pawn actually... Yes, Benny, you put it very rightly, brother. Yeah, the B pawn must disappear. So to speak, maybe. But you know something, Ben? If I play rook and then pushing this guy, maybe I'll be getting some more checks around here. What can I say? Or maybe, let me tell you another craziness. What if it's a silent move like rook a7 to defend against the g7, then you get a queen in action? Just saying. That would be painful to be something like rook a7, isn't it? You're looking at all sorts of crazy stuff and actually, I hope it's not rook a7, right? That would be painful indeed. Rook a7. You've got to be kidding me. I don't think it's rook a7. It's got to be something with rook on b8, I guess. What if it's rook a3? Let's look at the crazy stuff. What if it's rook a3? But why? Rook. I mean, okay, I agree. If they take and I take, okay, I'm fairly sort of like excited about the prospects of attacking afterwards. But they don't need to take. They could just take on d6. So how are you going to do? Still rook c8 remains as the first candidate moves in my mind. I guess Benny would say similarly. What would you say, Taco? You reckon that maybe rook c8 might be the correct beginning of the puzzle? Nandini, if you're still there, you reckon rook c8? What do you think, guys? Is it rook c8? I mean, what else? What else can it be? Rook c8. Queen a7. Now that's a nice one, Taco. That's a nice one, man. You're a genius. Queen a7. Dude, I like it. We're still protecting g7, and we're actually threatening queen f2. Taco, I think you nailed it today, brother. What's your rating at the puzzles? Because you're really insightful. Thank you, Nandini, for taking the time. That's okay. Stops folk threats. f2. Oh man, you'll soon be going way beyond that one because you're very insightful. You're a very insightful chess player. Dude, you're really seeing things. You're a visionary. You're a prophet, man. You really see things here in the future. You're an oracle. So queen a7 and then queen f2. That's just brilliant. And you're checking the king. I think that might be the thing. That might be. You will improve, Taco. I'm pretty sure about it, man. Because I was so confident about your idea that I've just played queen a7 immediately. Because I was convinced the level of threat is so high that it can't be disregarded by white. And white took on g7 anyway. So now we're going to win queen and knight. That goes to Taco. Taco is the savior of this puzzle. Taco's the man. Good. Cheers for that, Taco. I have a coffee in your honor. Yes. Absolutely. 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 Totally. Taco. He's seen it. He's seen it. He's just seen it. Absolutely, he saw that. This beautiful puzzle seems to be quite simple to do if we manage to get queen on h6, get the knight on g5, and getting rid of the knight on f6. And I think that is doable if, for instance, play queen to h6. I don't know what black's going to do, by the way. But I guess we can remove knight with d5. We might be able to get rid of this guy. But what if they take with the other guy? Then I don't know. So that's to be debated. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. So queen h6 looks like incredibly tight. But what about queen g5? That's not bad either. Queen g5 attacking two black knights at the same time. Can't be that bad. Can't be that bad. You know, instead of the checkmate net that we would like to set up, what if it's actually queen g5? And probably after this one, we'll just wrap it up, I guess, guys. So I think queen g5. After that move, they'll be playing king g7. They could play king g7. That is true. That is true. They could. Knight d... Oh. There's something about knight d5. There is something cool about knight d5, and I think, who's that, Taco again at it? And Benny. No, Benny said it first, I think. Benny said knight d5. Do you know what's about knight d5? Good stuff about knight d5. Doesn't matter if queen takes. We are going to take with tempo material. Yeah, Benny gets that one. Now Ben is the man now. Ben is the savior now. So knight e5, and if queen takes the queen, actually we're going to take on e7 with tempo, free stuff. King's going to move wherever they want to move, and then we're going to take back. So we're actually going to be one knight up. So that goes to Benny. He solved it. That's actually brilliant. It's knight d5. Benny, you got this one, dude. That's all yours. You've done it, Ben. Knight e5. Yes, that was about time. I was wondering, when is Benny going to do actually one, like properly? And he did it. Just wondering, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And actually, you did. Yeah, well, we all say inaccuracies. We all play funky stuff. Today, guys, don't forget, later on it will be the spectacular, the phenomenal Norway chess, guys. So later on you're gonna see some rapids like none others. So if you got time today, Norway chess, it's phenomenal. You're gonna see the best, the strongest 10 chess grandmasters on the planet. The names are incredibly, it's absolutely fabulous. So definitely knight d5. Let's see, Taco, knight d5, queen takes d2, knight d7, queen to h8 or g7, then knight d2, we come up with the knight. Brilliant exposition, Taco. Benny, you really nailed it, brother. You've really seen it. Yes, absolutely. Now we gotta just probably knight d5. We're going back. It won't matter because we are just up in material. Okay, perfect stuff. One more time, guys, and then we wrap it up. One more times. Okay, do you guys see this? I think it's this, right? Yeah. Oh, that's even simpler than all we've done today. I think this is simpler than all we've done today. It's the simplest of them all. I don't even know they did that now. You know, there is a little subtlety here. Before we launch in rook c4, which, by the way, I don't think it's wrong. Benny, I don't think it's wrong. Nandini, I don't think it's wrong at all. We just need to slightly pay attention to these little guys here. Now, rook c4 not just checks the king, but takes care of the c7 pawn, stopping them from promoting. That is true. That is true. And when we play rook c4, king must run away. And probably, I'll tell you something, they're going to go on b3. What are you going to play after king b3, Nandini? That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not that easy. Nandini, I don't think it's that straightforward. Again, rook c4 looks very playable, and I agree. Then they play king b3, Nandini. How are we gonna deal with that? Both rooks are under attack, and this guy needs only one square for promoting. Where do I go? Rook c5. Rook takes, and they get a queen. I have just lost the game. So it looks at the first glance, ladies and gents, looks at the first glance that actually rook c4 just finishes the puzzle, right? But upon looking a bit more in depth, I reckon after king b3 I've got an issue. Both rooks are under attack, and this guy threatens to promote. There you go. Puzzle of the day. Nice one. And not very clear, not very straightforward, not very luminous. I mean, it's still dark here, but I don't know what to suggest. So rook to c4, king to b3. Oh, I'm taking the rook on d, king takes. Man, but it's tough. It is tough. I'm playing back the rook to prevent this guy from promoting. They're going to be pushing the other pawn down the board. Rook c4, king b3, rook d1, king c4, then rook c4. What about rook c5? That's not an easy one. I mean, this is just not that easy. It's not that easy as I thought it was. It's not that easy as I initially considered it was. It's not. Okay, that might be probably the last one, ladies and gents. So, rook c4, king b3, rook c5, rook takes. I'm going to consider Benny's idea of c5. Rook takes. I think I'm in trouble now. Rook takes and this guy gets queen. I'm in trouble. Rook c4, b3, rook takes d, king takes, checks. They move here, and then I'm moving here. Yes. So rook c4, taking, takes, check, dealing with this guy. They're going to be moving, and then I'm going to play king e8, stopping this guy moving down or this guy is stopped by the rook. That's it. Yes. Check. Exactly. And exactly. And exactly. Okay, I'm going to give myself half a point for this one. Whoa, I'm going to give myself half a point. I don't deserve more. But anyway, Taco, you are brilliant, dude. Benny, you are absolutely super inspired. Nandini, always your ideas are so good and so insightful. And it's a pleasure having you with us here. And what did I miss? Drone Scout, fabulous solve puzzler. And it's just a brilliant guy. I don't know if I missed anyone. I don't want to miss any of our friends because I got a handful of friends anyway here on Twitch. I don't want to miss anyone. Juan today was brilliant. Juan and Two Joints was with us at some point. And there was another fellow, another person. I thank for them too. People, I'm going to see you shortly. Definitely, maybe this evening, 7 to 8 p.m. If not tomorrow, we're going to be doing another round of more puzzles, perhaps some friendlies together. Okay. I thank you guys. Enjoy the remainder of the day, people, and I'll see you very soon.